You look like the bastard child of Igor and Dunban. And I hate you all the same. Hey everyone. Right. Get ready to punch this guy, because I know I would. Hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. In last episode, what did we do?
I think we finished up Frontier side quests.
We did things. That's for sure. Now I'm running around this circle like nobody's business. I'm literally running circles around Melia. I'm just playing off because I don't want to do this and I don't want to indulge this asshole, but hey, needs must. Prepare to meet one of the worst NPCs of this game. Let's get to it. Ah, I've been looking for you. I'm glad I found you. I'm taking care of the Hyentia who fled to the refugee camp. However, we have cause for concern. There are not enough provisions to go round. Oh dear. Can we feed you? Ah, but we don't need you to find more provisions for us. Well, not really. We need you to get back the stocks we stored in Tephra Cave. We stored it in a warehouse, but I've lost the key. I've tried going along the route that we opened up, but when Varanus moved, that used to be the main path. But now the place is crawling with powerful monsters. I barely made it out of my life. What a shame.
You have risked so much to help these people. Homs truly are noble people.
Well, you could say that, but I was hoping I might get something in return, you utter bastard.
Oh, I see. It appears that my admiration was premature.
Melia, you ain't wrong. You ain't not wrong. Hey, I'm a businessman. I'm not running some kind of charity here. It's not like our survival rests upon this or anything. But I know when it's time to stand up and be counted. These people need help, and I'm the one who's going to help them. That's why I'm asking you. Won't you help the refugees find the key and bring the food from the warehouse to the camp? Do it all for me, please. This starts off from the bad note, and trust me, it doesn't get any friggin' better. Oh boy, it's time, guys. This bastard is the catalyst for let's just say it, it's our PTSD of Tephra Cave, and for good freaking reason.
Yeah, so much so that I've nicknamed him Dullard.
Yep, Dullard, because he is a right dullard, because he's dull, and my god, he's more interesting, he's not as interesting as a goddamn bollard. And plus, for one final bad joke, his quests are bollocks. I told you it's a bad joke.
Him or Juju?
Uh-huh.
No, I'm asking you.
Who to kill or who do I prefer?
Who do you prefer?
I'll answer that at the end of this episode. Anyway, though, since we're here, I decided to go with a Fiora, Shulk, and Ryan. Well, we started out to Tephra Cave together. Let's finish things up here. If you couldn't tell, we've been here before, off screen. By our levels, you can tell we've had quite a bit of extermination fun.
Yeah, this is where it gets complicated in the game, because when you get from Conus Core, you're at level 70. You've got a bunch of level 80 side quests, but then there's like a hiatus between like level 89 to level 93. So you're stuck with nothing to do when you hit the early 90s. So you have no other option but to grind.
Oh, but come on! The early 90s is where things get fun. I mean, that's how it worked out in real life, and then went all downhill from there. But hey ho, I'm getting ahead of myself and past the generation. You can tell what era I'm from. Heart to heart, we're not going to do that quite yet, because we are just going to be enjoying ourselves and going through here. First off, these lizards, you are going to want to get their rare drops for a reason you'll see in due time. The Vangs, however, I don't think you need anything from them, so as you can just continue to ignore them straight away. However, there is a few more things in which you can do along here, and some of them is, of course, to be damaging and killing these enemies outright. First off, I will say straight away, you are going to want in this period of Tephra Cave to have sleep, because it's handy, as well as just watch where you're stepping and watch where the enemies are all coming from.
Blow down and knockback resist.
Yeah, not to mention, as I myself have experienced, to say the least, the models themselves, because they have a rushing attack right there, that the quad wing just did. It is physical in more ways than one. It can physically move your model off the stage, and then it's all downhill from there, and then you immediately die. It's like combining many environmental challenges in one. It's got splintered path of both Colony 6 and the inside of the Bionis. It's got the sleeping gimmicks. You see, if that was me, Ryan would have died right there, or Fiora, whichever one works.
And not to mention, you have arts like Gale Slash or Sword Drive, which push you back when you execute them.
So it is unworthy to make movement an important thing you think about, because whether it's your own volition or the enemy's volition, it can screw you over in many ways. Plus, of course, you've got Blowdown, you've got Daze, you've got Sleep, you've got me accidentally pressing B to make something stupid happen. But although, all well and good. And of course, you've got a rare fire E for a policy here, very much worth your time. And of course, group enemies give a lot of golden chests, and unfortunately, we didn't get any goddamn art books.
We never get art books on screen.
We never do. We never do. Now, just give me a moment. I'm gonna be right back for a second.
Musical Vanguard.
I hate maggots! I hate maggots! Oh, the maggots die! Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. That's the inside joke if I've ever heard. Third one?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, though, onwards, because we've got a music sting. You know what else can be called a sting? A musical fanfare? And that's the gimmick of this stage, or this unique monster. This is one of the only Vang unique monsters which are not attracted by sound, but more or less sight. I guess it's trying to imply that you can see music.
Is he a Vang? Because he's huge for a Vang.
That's unique monsters for you, bigger in every way, and everything that we talked about beforehand, about movements and blowdowns. He's pretty much all that in spades. Plus, it is a good idea to take care of all of the quad wings and all the Vangs as much as you can before you start enacting with this fight. Because, to put it simply, you can get blow down more than once, put to sleep more than once, daze more than once, and inflicting bleed. Plus, he has a craze. Plus, he has an awakening state. Need I go on and on and on? This guy is many threats in one. Which is one of the reasons why we are not messing around when it came to our levels. We didn't kill this guy off screen, we kept... You see how he's pushing me back? Just on his own while I wasn't doing anything? That's what I was talking about. This guy is bad. Welcome to... I guess you could say we encountered a super boss here. Think of this area as... a super boss, if you will. But now that's all over, I guess now that we can just move on from there beforehand. The art books he drops are Drive Boost, Battle Soul, Sneaky, and Summon Aqua. Now, on to, I guess, phase 3 of this area, the Young Brogs. You want to get these for 2 reasons. One, they are well, free. They are the highest Brog enemies in the game that are Brog standard. Also, you need them for a replica Monado side quest, and you need to not die like I did. Thanks, game. And you also need them for another quest for a certain redhead, in which we have here. So hopefully he didn't drop his drops because the Vang and the Trump the Defiant now we're gonna get his instead. Thanks, game. Or I guess the game could take pity on us, but I guess, hey, there we go, Diamond Brog Eye. And just that, for Reminado. All well and good to go. You can fight these Vangs, and you can take on the Arachnos here, but they aren't much different to the ones you faced first entering this area. Now, here we have another phase. Now, these are new bunnets. Apart from the unique monster, the super boss in which we fought, these are the most dangerous bunnets in the game. At least when you're focusing on common enemies. If you're getting sick of me saying this is the most powerful version of this enemy, or this gimmick, trust me, you are going to be hearing that a lot in Tephra Cave because it's pretty much the gist. When Zanza moved, I don't know, that's when nature decided to strike back.
Yeah.
The bunnet's like, no, Zanza, I will fight you back. Yeah.
Or maybe when Sansa plunged Prison Island into the Bionis head, it triggered a massive leveling up system with the enemies.
Basically, it's a mutation, is what you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, he's a god, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know why now. I'm just envisioning Zanza just being invaded by an army of bunnets. It's him being on the floor and then bunnets just whacking him with sticks. No! My all-powerful holy planet is being beaten by bunnets!
I mean, since Zanza's a god, he could just send all the super bosses on us and kill us and wipe us out that way, and then the rest of the world is his.
I don't think so. Anyway, though, you can technically go down here, but we are not going to be focusing on that one today. This one is going to be focusing on this area. Oh boy. Heavenly Window. This place is filled with anything but heavenly things. Sonic Gogol's unique monsters, two of them, and each of them have a spike in their own evolution. So, I'm going to focus on the smaller enemies right now because trust me, for what we have coming up right in our corner, you are going to need to make it a little bit easier on yourself to take out as many of the little Gogols as much as you can. Because not only do they give nice EXP, the Gogol horns you don't really need up to this point, but they do give the crystals if you're going for raw power. We couldn't stand against this guy for so long, so let's just do it now. Erratic Golanti. Ironically not the most powerful Gogol in the entire game, but he does come with his own crap. Yeah, sure, his own crap. There we go. No. You couldn't tell, he has a horrible spike which will make you cry. This guy has a topple spike and he's all about raw power, and that's a nice shot of his crotch there. Thanks, game.
I think level-wise he is the strongest Gogol.
But in terms of his gimmicks, I can tell you for a fact he is not the most dangerous. Because if you couldn't tell, if you're able to not topple him or keep his spike in check, guess what? He isn't much of a threat. Dare I say, the other Gogols that surround him are more dangerous because their spike is constantly consistent. And if you're able to either not topple him, either by your own setup or just with just sheer bad luck, I suppose, you know, because your AI are gonna be stupid. But that 10 game count was good luck. I'm reading too much in it. into it. And hey, if you're Ryan God on maximum affinity, house wait.
And the flying prick can join in the fight too.
Exactly. But what you want to do is just avoid things like the plague, and we are going to be SOL here, so you know what? I am just going to do last stand just in case something happens there. I'm not going to do a multi here because he does have a horrible spike in terms of 2 grand. So I'm going to back off because if I auto attack, I screw myself over. I literally screwed myself over and now we're dead. So hey guys, don't be like me. Keep an eye on what you're doing. But you pretty much got the gist out of that. Kill the Gogos first, avoid their spikes, and just don't topple and just don't topple the big guy. We'll get to the final result when we do. And thankfully, this guy had the unique monster in the center there. He has such a mild or a short field of view. Unless you get directly up on him or use something like Burnate or Soaring Tempest, you're pretty much fine. Man, that fight, it went so good and yet so wrong. I can say it was erratic. And then he is finally fell, and you know what? That wasn't too bad. We get Divinity for Blade for Fiora, but she doesn't really need them. And Shade Glasses. Not bad at all. But that's not all. A quest exclusive enemy is Satisfy Gogol. Pittance. I will say right now, he's pittance compared to what you guys just faced.
So what's the point in him being here?
Satisfy Gogol because I'm going to guess it's meant to hang into the fact that he's ate some of the provisions. I suppose that he's satisfied because he's eaten things, or maybe he's like the head honcho and he's satisfied by how much pain he's putting you and your body through. I don't bloody know. But to put it simply, this guy is just bog standard boring. No spike, no gimmick, no nothing, just his namesake. Dude, I don't feel satisfied while killing you. If the unique monster was the big baddie of this side quest, then yeah, sure, I'd be fine with that. But no. In fact, mate, I killed you. You know what? I don't feel satisfied. I just feel like the high end in just bellies right now. I feel empty. Anyway, though, he just drops this stuff, I suppose. I don't mean to sound so a blatant and deadpan, but that's pretty much how I feel towards that guy. Just,
Yeah.
He's like the MTV generation. He feels neither highs or lows. And how does it feel? Again. Buddy, I'll deal with you another time. Now, we could technically go back, but I want to just show off the rest of Tephra Cave really quick. Now, does all of this look familiar? Well, it should. Because I will say, going forward, it's just going to be all spiders all of the time. We hit a dead end here. It seems odd, doesn't it? Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, there's a reason for that. Oh yes, we got bind and now we've got to get ourselves out of this. Oh, and I don't think this is the first time that we had someone been bound in this cave by Vang and spiders. Oh, that won't come into play at any point. I'm sure it won't. Buddy, we don't need this. Can we just ignore you and move on with our lives, please? Anyway, that's all good and done. We'll just avoid these spiders here. you don't need to go this way at all unless you want full map completion for locations. Now, if we walk in here, Arachno feeding lair. And now, some people, this might look familiar. If you look down in this random hole, which Ryan just ironically fell down, how fitting. Ryan, you have no idea how fitting that is. For anyone who remembers way back when this story first began, we found Shulk and Ryan in Tephra Cave. Ryan got taken up by arachnos, by spider webs. Walk down the path of absolution, and the Spidey does have a short attention span. Thanks, guys.
I love how Ryan just jumped in.
Oh man, now I remember this place. Oh, good times, good PTSD. It's like that whore, he thinks, I don't want to be here again. Why? Because if we jump down this ledge, we're back to where we started when we first arrived at Tephra Cave. In fact, when we first got here in this episode, in fact. A lot of people used to think, well, why would Ryan run away from arachnos? They were like level 5s, 4s, or 6s, whatnot. That's the reason why. They were at level 90s and Ryan wanted to live.
Yeah.
So you know what, Ryan? Good for you. I don't blame you. You've been, well, I would say redeemed, but seeing how you just jumped down like an idiot. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, we've made full circle now. So, before we end things off, I think we should have one more talk between Shulk and the aforementioned idiot who just jumped down the hole as if he's like seeing an old friend.
Mm-hmm.
So, just give us a moment. We'll bring us back to the bone corridor really quick.
The bone upper corridor.
Boo, it's a pun, but also makes sense as well because there is such thing as called an upper corridor. Look at you with the architectural joke. Legend of the Spider. Is it like the Legend of Ryan who survived the Spider? Oh, let's just do it. Look, Ryan, this a geological formation. It's incredible. Sure is. This breeze ain't bad either. Ryan, are you okay? You don't normally want to talk about geology and the weather. Okay, yeah, I'm a bit on edge. Just tell it to me straight, Shulk. Is it me, or a ton of spiders around here again? Yeah, there are quite a few. Oh yeah, now I remember. You love spiders. That's why you ran from them. You're scared of them. Ryan, are you okay? You don't look so good. Sorry, Shulk. Mind if I take a break for a bit? That's not a problem at all. I'm just trying to think when your phobia started. If I remember right, it was that time when... Come on, man. Don't remind me. I played a prank on you. I'm sorry, Ryan. I shouldn't have stuck the spider in your shoe. Too right, you shouldn't. When I put my shoe on and they jumped down my skin. You should be glad I didn't make you get scared of shoes. I would have smacked you with them. Don't make me feel bad. I said I was sorry. Yeah, I know. We were just kids back then anyway. Boys we boys after all. That reminds me. Do you remember why I put that spider in your shoe? Not really. You hid a caterpillar in my sock drawer. Did you forget?
Not impressed, Shulk.
Ryan, you're an idiot. I hate you. Oh yeah. Sorry, man. Hey, why are you looking at me like that? You look miffed. Hey, Shulk. Don't you have a phobia? There's something you're afraid of, but I can't remember what. It's caterpillars, Ryan. Oh. Right. My bad. You see, no, I wanted to do this heart after we showed all that off, because here there aren't really many many spiders, and the amount of spiders we just passed didn't seem like a lot. So I thought it didn't make sense, content-wise, to show it here. But if you want to think about it like this, that is one complete circuit of Tephra Cave done. However, I said one circuit of Tephra Cave. If you know caves in real life, there are many twists and turns and alcoves and surprises. We are just getting started. We have just got the martyr out of the way, the mascot of Tephra Cave, as it were, and that's Dullard. I hate you. But anyway, yo guys, I think we are going to call things here. So, if you like this episode, be sure to like it. If you don't like this episode and you do like Dullard, why? What's wrong with you? Why do you hate yourself and us? I'd love to know. But if you want to subscribe to see more content like this, then be sure to subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time, where hopefully we've seen the last of Dullard. Of course not. That would be dreaming. See you next time, guys. Bless you, Shulk.
Him or Juju?
Seeing as how I forgot to answer the question, Dullard. It's Dullard. Although that's not really saying much. That's like saying, do I like steak covered in sick, or do I like fish covered in sick? Either way, it's awful.